So please, Dr. Yancey, could you please tell us who you, just for the sake of the tapes, we're accurate in our graphics?
Yeah. I'm Kim Yancey. I'm professor and chair of the Department of Dermatology at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas.
And just talk to Joel, ignore me, don't look at the camera.
Yeah, forget there's a camera. What does the Dermatology Foundation do, Dr. Yancey?
I think the Dermatology Foundation helps secure the future of our specialty by identifying and supporting future investigators, educators, and leaders in our field.
So that's enormously important for the sanctity of not only the organization, but the specialty, isn't it?
It is quite important. It's important for our creative base. It's important for our patients because it's the work of these young people that will lead to advances that impact and change patient care.
Excellent. Why do you feel it's important to have continual dermatologic research?
I think it's important to impact patient care. I think the advances made by people funded by the Dermatology Foundation have really made notable impact on science and applications that are being used to change the course of disease that many of our patients have.
People forget, I think, that you really are a group of scientists in a way. You're practical scientists.
We are scientists, so the basis of our specialty is scientifically grounded, and we're now able to take advantage of the universe of science, both because of the smart and very bright young people that enter the field, as well as the fact that skin is so accessible and easy for people from other disciplines to study. So we're really quite within the mainstream of science and really bring to science a wide variety of opportunities as well.
Through your research?
Through research, through the cells that reside in the skin that display so many biological processes that are important for other tissues. Stem cells reside in the skin. Stem cells in the skin are plastic. They can be converted into other cell types. Some of the first work about tissue engineering, real opportunities are profound within skin because the skin can be taken from the body, studied in the lab, and put back on the body. It's really a remarkable organ, and people recognize it for its potential.
Mm-hmm. So there's other funding opportunities, and what other funding opportunities exist in dermatology that the foundation supports?
Well, I think many of the people that our foundation support are early in their career. People that are emerging, that need dedicated time to reach their full potential and nucleate their careers. Using our support, they're able to qualify for federal funding. Most of our recipients go on to obtain federal funding, not only the first time they apply, but when they renew or when they apply for larger grants. So the work of the Dermatology Foundation is durable. It retains people in academics, and it helps assure their success in the future throughout the tenure of their career.
Hold on a sec, Joel.
Dermatology Foundation, please.
I'm a member of the Dermatology Foundation because it gives me a chance to give something back to the specialty of dermatology. Dermatology has been a wonderful career for me. I thoroughly enjoy the many opportunities that it's brought me in clinical medicine, in investigative medicine, and the Dermatology Foundation is really one of the best ways I can give back to young people, assure the future of the specialty, and do things that will help my patients.
Okay. Why do you think that every dermatologist should be a member of the Dermatology Foundation?
Well, I'd like to think the reasons I just enumerated that are important to me personally would resonate with other dermatologists. Other dermatologists may differ in some of their priorities, but I think all dermatologists, all physicians want to do things to help their patients. This is a good way to help your patients.
Okay, why?
The discoveries that emerge from the projects and the individuals supported by the Dermatology Foundation are translated into interventions and therapies that change patient care.
That's perfect. Why do you think that, you may just answer the question, maybe you can find a different way to answer it, but why do you think the Dermatology Foundation is so successful?
I think our community is generous. I think our community is forward-thinking. I think our community realizes that we are a small group within the House of Medicine. And I think that our group, dermatology, have been able to see the benefits that have derived from research and to acknowledge how much more we have to offer patients now than we did 10, 20, 30 years ago. And so I think reinvestment resonates with them.
How's the work of the Dermatology Foundation impacted the specialty sort of as a whole?
Well, I think the work of the Dermatology Foundation has impacted the specialty by creating investigators, educators, and leaders that are shaping our specialty for the future. I also can cite an example of one individual who was supported early in his career by the Dermatology Foundation, who's done things that may be quite transformative. George Katsarelis was supported by the Dermatology Foundation as a young faculty member at the University of Pennsylvania. And he identified cells in hair follicles that are the stem cells for those follicles. He's been able to build on those observations, explore the biology of hair growth, and devise ways whereby hair can be grown on skin. I also think that what he's doing is examining the engineering of an organ, if one accepts the hair follicle as being a unit organ itself. His work on hair follicle stem cells has great relevance to tissue engineering, the creation of artificial skin, and the regeneration of a variety of structures that reside within skin, hair follicles being one example.
Mm-hmm. This guy has impressed you with his work, and I'm sure recipients.
I think what impresses me about them is their curiosity, the passion for what they do, their unique ability to do science and translate that science to clinical practice. In the example I cited with Dr. Katsarelis, his work has implications far beyond growing hair. It relates to such things as gene therapy in skin. It relates to such things as recreating skin. It relates to such things as tissue engineering, because the things he studies have relevance to other organ systems. The people that the Dermatology Foundation support are sort of our specialty stem cells. They're our future. That's why I think they should be supported.
What excites you about the field of dermatology?
There are many things that excite me about dermatology, but I think for me, on a personal level, I've always tremendously enjoyed the opportunity to see and touch the pathology of the patient, comprehensively assess their problem clinically, integrate it with what I can see in biopsies of their skin under the microscope, and apply therapies that unfold before my eyes so that I can really assess the progress of the intervention. I also enjoy the diversity of patients that dermatology allows a physician to see. Children, adolescents, young adults, older individuals. You're really a primary care physician for a single organ system, and I like that.
That's an interesting way to look at it. You volunteer a great deal of your time to the organization, to the foundation. Why do you do that?
I volunteer my time to the Dermatology Foundation because I think it's important to the future of dermatology, a specialty that's given me so much, a specialty that is on the threshold of so many opportunities to improve the health of our patients.
He's fogged up again, I'm sorry.
And to make observations that will help other patients in other fields.
Okay, we're gonna wanna.
We're gonna. I'm
Plus the
sorry.
truck went by.
You know,
That's okay.
that's okay. It's just,
We got you under the spotlight now.
how we doing here? I'm getting on the.
We're
I'm getting
doing really
the tank's
well.
getting low here, guys.
Yeah, well, I know, and it's
So you're doing great.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
doing
start
really
sounding like Herman Cain here in a minute. So.
Nine.
9-9.
He's got a new plant coming out today, I think.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So the question is, and the truck went by, and
Yeah.
Tony's making you sweat with his lights, so let's try and talk about, again, real quickly, why do you volunteer for the Dermatology
Yeah.
Foundation?
I volunteer for the Dermatology Foundation because I think it's important. I think it's important to the future of our specialty. I think it's important for the care of patients with skin diseases. Skin diseases are diseases of chronic morbidity. These diseases tend to be durable, treatment resistant. The opportunity to devise, develop, and apply new interventions, such as those that are discovered by our awardees, make me feel that the Dermatology Foundation is important and contributing to the future of not only dermatology, but medicine itself.
Why do you think residents should get involved with the Dermatology
Another white
Foundation?
though. You probably want to just let them slide down your nose a little if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah, because I think they're just touching and screwing you up.
Glad my daughter's not here. She give me a lot.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You need any more abuse?
I don't need any more abuse. So residents, I think it's important for residents to be part of the Dermatology Foundation to be able to gain perspective about the scope of the specialty and to become aware of what their young colleagues are doing to create opportunities for our future. And I think to begin a career of stewardship that gives back to the specialty.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No.
You sure?
He meant that.